What's up, guys? My name is Lance. Today I want to talk to you about golf. So in my hand I have a 5-iron. It's a great club, perfect. That would be a long iron. It's one that I hit a little longer. As you can see, Tiger Woods, my favorite golfer of all time. I do not condone his personal choices. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. I want to talk about golf, and it's been something that I've been passionate about for a long time. You know, as young as 4 years old, my dad took me out to the course, and when I was more interested in playing in the sand trap and building sand castles and then learning the game of golf, he was out there teaching me. So that's just a game that I really love, and one that my dad and I spend a lot of time doing together. I want to talk about three things and three benefits of learning to play golf. I want to talk about one, networking and business opportunities. Two, I want to talk about the benefit that it has just in your overall enjoyment of life. And then three, I want to talk about the benefit it has in your health. First, networking. My dad, early in his career, had a lot of opportunities to go and play golf, a lot of cool places at conferences and business events. And so one of those places that he would go is Pebble Beach. It's in Northern California. And he's met a lot of really cool people and made a lot of really cool connections there. So one week that he was there, he was partnered with the CEO of Buffalo Wild Wings, the restaurant, which is cool, but it was really cool to my dad because he ran a company called Daydots, and they are in food safety and sell food safety products. And their products were in a few of Buffalo Wild Wings stores across the nation, but they weren't out nationwide. And so my dad knew this was a really, really good opportunity. So they played the round of golf. It takes about 4 to 5 hours, which is just a lot of margin to create connection and build a relationship. And so that's what my dad did. And then at the end of the round, he kind of went up to her and he said, "Hey, like I know that we have a few products in some of your stores across the nation, but I see this void that you have in your business, and I see our product and think that we could really help you fill that void." She looked at him and said, "Yeah, you know what? Like, we really like your product, and I think that's a good idea. Let me talk to some colleagues of mine, and we can kind of get back to you." Fast forward a few months later, Buffalo Wild Wings went from being a $200,000 a year client to $2 million a year, just based on that deal alone. So it's just a really cool example of just how networking, how business can be done on the golf course. The study that I found, the article is called "Getting in the Game, Putting Golf at the Center of Your Networking Toolbox." And so this is an interesting article, and it mainly focuses on women in the workplace, corporate women, playing golf and networking like that. But they talk about a lot of kind of broad things in general. And so some of the things that they talked about that I found really fascinating was that 209 of the 249 countries in the world have golf courses. So it's a very global sport. It's a very broad range of people. And they said that 71% of Fortune 1000 CEOs had reported doing a business deal on the golf course. And then even greater, 80% of Fortune 500 CEOs said that golf had helped their career. And so it's clear that golf is really beneficial in the business world. And what it comes down to is, someone that you know or someone that you want to know, they play golf, probably. And so it would be really advantageous and beneficial for you or for anyone to learn to play golf and pick that up. That kind of goes into my second point. That's not the only benefit. It also brings greater enjoyment and satisfaction in life. It talks about this in an edition of the Christian Advocate, which is, I think it's a newspaper or magazine from 1898. And they talk a lot about kind of the benefits of golf. And the short article is actually entitled "The Benefits of Golf." And they talk about how it combines exercise, it combines pleasure, and it combines fresh air. So those who like to be outside, it's a perfect hobby to pick up. And so they also talk about kind of like there's no downside to it. There's no risk of heart, lung, or nervous system complications, or tearing your knee or anything. There might be some back issues, but the downsides and the risks aren't very high. And so that kind of leads me into my next point in health and how golf benefits your health. And so the article and study that I went off of and is titled "The Relationships Between Golf and Health: a Scope Review," and that is from Edinburgh University in Scotland. And so they just kind of did a broad overview, a broad scope of kind of that. What does it look like in golf and health? And they found that the shocking number of 40% lower mortality rate in 5 years were added to the expected length of life for those who golf versus those who didn't. And that was a shocking number. And they say that physical inactivity is in the top 5 reasons for death in Western Europe, Australia, and the United States. And this is a really great way to combat that. And you can also walk while you're playing golf, and it's another way to improve your health. And so networking, enjoyment in life, and benefits in overall health are the reasons that I think that you should pick up golf, and reasons that I love to play golf. And so what are we waiting on? Let's go play. All right, cheers.